Welcome back to iShine Connect.
You know, Facebook, I've always set it to where I know every single one of my friends on Facebook. You know, some people will be like, I don't care who it is, let me just accept them. And if you don't know them, why are you accepting them, you know? I mean, it's just like, it's crazy.
Facebook friends, you don't really know how they are just by what they post. They could be like really mean and post something really nice and you automatically think they're nice.
Instead of just having a whole bunch of friends on social media or whatever, it's more important to have a close circle of really good friends that you can discuss things with and talk to about just anything in life or whatever that's going on.
As far as true friends go, I like it when my friends are with me, like we do text and stuff, but when they're with me, they're not texting other friends, but they're actually with me and they're not on Facebook, and I try to do the same for them. It just kind of makes me feel like they're being rude, like they don't want to be with me exactly, they would rather be with somebody else right now.
Well, like, a true friend is someone that you know you can call at any time and they'll be there for you. And you know, and like a fake friend is someone that you like see at church or see at the mall or something like that, and they're just like, oh, we should hang out, and they never call. It's just like, God is like the true friendship. You know, he's gonna be there for you every time. He's never gonna say, oh, I'm too busy, sorry, bye-bye. And he's never gonna say, you know, come hang out with me, you know, but always leave you. He will always be there for you, no matter what you do.
Welcome back, everyone. Now, I have with me the Rubies. I am super excited. I don't know if you can tell right here, but I am pumped that you're here together. Now, we're talking about friendship, and I think you guys are a real example of awesome friendship. Tell me, is there a secret to your friendship?
I don't know. We're really honest with each other all the time.
Maybe a little too honest sometimes.
It's possible.
Well, tell me about some other attributes that you guys have.
Well, we get along. I mean, we have a lot in common, but we're also very different people. So we definitely have different strengths and weaknesses, which work well together because, you know, areas that I may not be as strong in, she is. And so we just kind of coexist with each other in that kind of aspect.
Yeah, and I think one thing that's been really cool is that if I am having a hard time with something and Olivia comes and tells me, it doesn't hurt my feelings that she wants to help. And I don't take it offensively. I just think, oh, well, if she's better at something than I am, then I want to learn from her. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
You know, and I love that because that's biblical as well. I mean, in the Bible, it talks about how we are actually loving our brother and sister by telling them the truth, even when it's hard. Now, as in any friendship, there's going to be some conflict, especially with some girlfriends, right? So why don't you share a little bit about a time that maybe you had conflict, and then how did you resolve that?
Well, I mean, I lived in Olivia's basement for a year when I first moved to Nashville, so we've definitely had arguments.
And not like creepy lived in my basement. Like,
she's forced there after the argument?
No. That was not where we put her when we got in a fight.
No, they have a nice basement.
Good to know.
But we, each time we have an argument, I think we're really good about just sitting down and talking about it. And usually one of us will end up sucking up our pride and realizing that our friendship means more than us just being right.
Mm-hmm. And no matter how big the conflict, we know that our friendship is more important and it always has ruling over whatever the problem may be that we're fighting about. So we have to put that aside to realize that our relationship is going to be more important than that. So.
And you know, I love that because I think that's a great message for the kids at home as well, is that your friendship will involve some conflict. That's just natural. But resolving that, knowing that you can depend on your friend, I think makes the difference. And in fact, I think that's what this clip is about you knowing you can depend on your friend. So why don't we take a look?
What is this, your chocolate factory? And are these your Oompa Loompas?
I think you're missing the point. We turned the social media management company into an empire. Carol?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, how many friend requests do we have sent for Olivia?
There are currently 13,723 requests pending, ma'am.
Send out 20,000 more.
Yes, ma'am.
No, wait!
Max, Jax, when was the last time you updated her status?
I don't know. I've had so many energy drinks, I can't even think right now. It's either
An hour ago? 2 minutes ago. My legs are so hairy. Really need to shave.
Okay, what? Excuse me, I just shaved them.
We gotta keep her more current. Jax, update her.
Yes, ma'am. Wow. Have a zit the size of Mount Rushmore on my forehead.
No, I don't.
It doesn't matter whether or not you do, Olivia. What matters is attracting as many customers as possible. Statistics show that embarrassing posts make you sound more relatable.
I don't want to be relatable. I want my friends to like me for who I am.
Zits it all!
I don't have a zit. And Mr. Bridges will not like the fact that you guys have taken over his office and his computer. I'm going to tell him what's going on up here. I'm so tired of all these fake friends. Help! Somebody out there? With all my new friends, someone will come rescue me. I'll just post it on my face. Now I can just sit back and relax and someone will come to my rescue. Anybody? Help, please! Alexis! Hi! Thank you for coming.
I figured somebody would have saved you by now.
With 23,000 friends, I thought someone would come and rescue me. But instead, they all made fun of me for getting trapped in an elevator. I guess I forgot to call my best friend.
That's what best friends are for, to help you when you need help with something. All those people don't really know you, and they're not gonna just drop everything they're doing to come and rescue you.
You're right. Thank you for coming.
Anytime.
You know, I love that because it shows friendships that we should be dependent on our friends and we should rely on them. They should be there for us. Yeah. True friends. You know, what do you think about Jesus' social network? I love this in the Bible where it talks about how he had these 3 friends, the ones he really confided and talked to all the time. And then the 12 disciples, we hear a lot about them. But you know, maybe he didn't talk to them about everything he was going through, but he was still really close with. And then you have the 72, the people that he hung out with, but maybe again, didn't share so much, but still really tight. And then you have the masses that came to listen to him preach. This is a great example, I think, of what friendship should look like. How do you think people can apply it to today?
Well, I would say, I know for Olivia and I, we kind of have this group of 3 girls, me, Olivia, and then Rachel Chan, who's also on iShine. And when I'm with those girls, I know that I can be myself. I don't have to have any walls up because I know they're not going to judge me for even my worst flaws. They're just there with me, lifting me up, and constantly, you know, praying over me. And even, you know, sending each other goofy text messages all the time because we're just always in contact with each other. And I know I can rely on them. And then, you know, the 12 is kind of like the people you go to the movies with and go shopping with. They're bowling and they see how terrible you are at bowling. I bowl like a 64.
But they're true friends.
But, yeah, but they're still good friends. And then like the 72.
Yeah, the 72 and even like the mass crowds, like those are the people that you encounter daily, even though you might not have a close relationship with them. Like, it may be your peers at school or the people you work with, or maybe even kids in your youth group or at your church, you know. Like, you encounter those people, but you got to show them God's love, even if you're not always with them. And you got to pour into them just in the way that, you know, Jesus would love the people that followed him and that he taught and poured into himself. And so I would definitely say those are those people. And with Rachel and Alexis and I, you know, it says a 3-cord strand cannot easily be broken. So we are consistently pouring into each other's lives and being there to carefully like pray for each other whenever we're going through something, you know, just being consistent with those people so that we know that they're able to go out and pour into those 72 in their life, even if it's different from maybe the 72 in my life.
And I love how it ranges. You know, you have those people that you're super, super close with, that you share everything with, all the way down to the end of the spectrum of the people you are pouring into, not so much that you're sharing. And maybe that's more like the social media type friends. It's not people that you are telling every secret that you have to, but instead you're really pouring out some of that love or that wisdom or even the light of Christ to. So I think that's awesome. And I think it helps remind us that we need to be wise about who our close friends are and not pour out all of who we are to people that we may never even met in person. you know? So I think that's a great example. And thank you, girls, so much for just sharing this wisdom as well as just demonstrating what friendship should look like. So thanks so much. And for you at home, we will be right back.
What would happen if we actually decided to change?
If we use the Bible.
If we use the Bible.
The Bible. To help us with everyday situations.
Our friends, our music.
Our families.
Is there any topic the Bible doesn't cover? This
is
iTopics.
Sometimes it's easy to pretend to be somebody you're not, because people who text you or Facebook you or Twitter you don't necessarily see you face to face and know you for who you are. That's why it's important to be confident in who God has made you to be. Remember, there's no such thing as a perfect friend, but there is such a thing as a true friend, and a true friend is going to encourage you to make good choices and follow Christ. A friendship can be work, but it's time worth taking. When Jesus was on earth, he wasn't only friends with believers, he was friends with sinners too. So it's okay to be friends with people who don't know God. It's just important that you're the one influencing them instead of being influenced to make poor choices. And remember, a good friendship goes both ways. So be the friend that you want to have and set high standards for yourself, not just your friends.
We'll be right back after this short break.
Across hometowns big and small, we play the game with our own special flavor. Because only here are the best seats in the house, found in lawn chairs and lazy rivers, where future stars hone their craft, where the bat boys are also good boys, and teams have their very own roller coasters, Ferris wheels, and islands. Because only in minor league baseball can you experience the game you know and love like this.
The preceding message was furnished by Major League Baseball.